NSure is an insurance company that wants to be able to continue to drive customer value while reducing overhead and waste. To better serve their customer and stay competitive in the market, NSure decided to grow their business through acquisition. However, each new location has their own way of working, their own processes, documents, applications, and culture. This makes it very difficult for NSure to create a strong brand identity, because the customer doesn't receive an equally strong experience at every location. To improve their customer-facing interactions, NSure decided to implement a one-way of working program aimed at unifying and standardizing processes at the customer touchpoint. What follows is a demonstration of how NSure leveraged Mavim for BPM to improve the customer journey across their growing organization. Here you see how NSure visualized the entire context of their organization, including the people who work there, the products and services they provide, the processes they execute, and the technology that supports them. Mapping and connecting this information gave NSure the necessary context to understand how prepared their organization is to meet the demands of the customer. By clicking on customers, you can see how NSure visualized the customer journey, including type of customer, which media and channels they used, which brands they interacted with, and which products they purchased. The customer journey was then further broken down into personas, like Jane. Here you can see how NSure mapped Jane's interaction with their business, and how her journey led her from happy to increasingly disappointed in the services NSure was delivering. This visualization helped NSure to understand the context of Jane choosing to end the relationship with the health insurance provider. By clicking below, we can jump to how NSure visualized the back office, including the bottlenecks and required actions for improvement. One of the fixes prescribed was for NSure to improve their non-structured customer contacts. Aside from draining NSure's scarce resources, the customer received a variety of different experiences, most of which were not valued by the customer. By clicking a layer deeper, you can see the processes that support NSure's current way of working. The current landscape is heavily siloed, causing problems for the customer. Here you can also see that NSure has visualized their desired way of working, which was used to create a fit gap analysis in order to help NSure define the bottlenecks and points of process improvement. By clicking on declarations and claims, you can see how NSure mapped their process in BPMN. By clicking on register claim, you can see the work instructions that NSure defined for this process, as well as the connection to their Info ERP system. Another point of process improvement for NSure was their claim handling process, which is visualized here in Archimate. By clicking on Handle Claim, you can see that NSure had tagged this process as extremely inefficient. They were able to come to this conclusion by comparing the perceived process on the left with the actual way that the process was being done. What you see here is the result of process mining, which showed NSure the myriad ways that the perceived process was being executed in real life. This allowed them to redefine their claim handling process, which they continue to monitor and improve with process mining. By moving to the pay process, you can see a cross-functional flowchart that gives you information about functions, responsibilities, and other process attributes. You can see the same information in matrix mode. On the step called Register Payment, you can see that there is a system and a risk involved. Diving deeper, you can see the metadata NSure had attached to the risk, including probability, impact, and controls. You can also see that there is a system involved in the process, and by clicking on it, you can see the system and relevant metadata. After redesigning their process landscape to fit the capabilities of their organization and the needs of the customer, NSure rolled out their new business process blueprint to every location. Every end user was given a dashboard where they could see what changes had been made to the process landscape. From their dashboard, every end user can give feedback on a new way of working and become an essential part of the continuous improvement cycle. The input is then collected in the personal dashboard of each end user, which allows them to monitor the progress that has been made. The end user can also subscribe to different topics and add these as favorites in the dashboard to make it even more personalized, which improves the adoption and makes it part of day-to-day work. In this way, Mavim helped NSure to improve the customer journey across their growing organization.